What's happening, fishing friends? Listen, if your lakes are like me around here, they are full of grass. I've got some that are just choked full, and that calls for fishing a swim jig. That's what we're doing today. Out of necessity, I tried a spinner bait, a chatterbait. I was pulling up gunk every couple casts until I put on the swim jig and I was able to find fish cruising on the edges. So enough yapping, let's get out there. Okay, that's a good sign. A few casts in. Best one of the day. Not saying much since all we've caught is dinks, but there we go. Okay, switched over to the swim jig, went something a little more natural with all this grass. Chunky little 1.5 pound feller there. Tons of grass. I was trying the crank, trying different things, and I was thinking, man, with all this grass, I wonder if I could get a swim jig through this and kind of kick it through the sides and edges, something that would hang up a little less. I was trying that underspin, but it just kept getting clogged. So going a little bit more natural. It's good clear water, so I don't know why I didn't try this earlier, but he followed it all the way to the boat. All the way to the boat out of that grass. Gotcha. That's the power of the swim jig in this stuff. Look at that stick. Right in the old schnoz. Thanks for eating, feller. All this grass, it was just making it so hard. There we go. Okay, 2 on it. I think that's our best clue we've got so far. There's one right as it popped out of that grass. Gotta have something to get through all this. They're up in it. You know, when they do that, they're not the biggest fish of the lake, but another catch. The old swimmy jig, and he ate it. Look at that. My golly. Another little dude. Okay. Swim jig. There's another one. Popping it in and out of that grass. I'm trying to stay out here a little bit deeper so I'm not right on them. Okay, finally a pattern. Edges of this grass staying out in like 5-6 foot of water. There we go. Chunky dude. Now it's kind of funny because this is one of the Booyah Mobster swim jigs. Really nice swim jigs. They've got this like kind of, I don't know, V mousy shaped head, so it comes through the grass pretty well, but I didn't like the black and red. That was what I had. I left the head as is, obviously, but it was black and red with a black and red skirt. I took that off to do a green pumpkin with like a highlight blue, and this is one of the Mayors in the green pumpkin flash or something like that. This thing in the water, look at this. There's another one. Swim jig fish. Okay, that's the pattern, the swim jig. And then this stuff gets so thick. Look at that. Have to stay to the far outside of it. Hit it the first time and I missed him. Got him the second time. You cannot escape my swim jig. Debo monster right there. Eating the swim jig. No wonder he missed it the first time. He's the size of my lure. Okay, well, throwing a swim jig on this. I saw one other fish come out and hit it just before that too, so just on the edge of this, right where it kind of drops out. Makes sense, hiding on the edge of the grass out here. Oh, that was a crap cast, unless I catch a fish. Then it's exactly what I wanted to do. Another one on the swim jig. Man, when they hit it too, they are hitting it with some ferocious intent. One more. Absolute angry smacks when they hit it. Okay, well, a day that was just kind of a hodgepodge of I don't know what I'm doing finally turned into, well, honestly, I'll be honest, it turned into I caught a frogfish and then spent way too much time trying to make a frog bite happen. Get out of that grass. Okay. Well, mission accomplished. I wanted to get a frogfish today. Didn't destroy it, but come up and kind of slurped it. There we go. Whew. Barely got him, but that's a frogfish. And I should have been doing other stuff, but I was like, oh my gosh, they ate a frog. But anyway, tried the underspin. Caught, I think, what, one on a crank, one on an underspin. No real sort of pattern or anything until we've done this, stuck to the edges of all this grass and swim the old jig. So that's what we'll keep doing because this is fun and I like catching fish. Old good luck goosey over there. Quite a lull. Finally we found another one. The swim jig, I went all down a whole different side. Not a single thing in any of that. Finally one there. Okay. One little fish up here. I don't know why I've been fishing the grass and stuff, but that one stretch was just awesome and then everything just shut off. All right, fishing friends, that was a trip, a really fun day fishing this. Now, this is a swim jig that I kind of gussied up, made up myself. So this is the Booyah Mobster swim jig. You can see it's got good pointy nose on it. It comes through the grass, vegetation, as you saw in the video, really well. It's got a good kind of like normal wire hook. It's not like light, it's not heavy. It's a good mid wire. You can see it just barely bends there. Some of the swim jigs are like a real thin wire, and I know some people want that, sometimes you want that, and then you've got some on the other spectrum like California or Florida swim jigs with this, you know, real thick hook. This is middle of the road. I absolutely love it for the way I fish around here. I've not, you know, bent any out or anything like that. I haven't felt it to be underpowered, but I can still get good hook penetration with it. It's got super sharp hook on it. Only thing is, this one, this Booyah Mobster that I had was black and red. I am not a fan of black and red. I like the head on it. Looked kind of cool. Took the skirt off and replaced it with a 6th Sense one. This is Bluegill Magic. I talked about this on a live a little while ago, and as you can see, the footage of it in the water, the bottom is like this transparency green pumpkin with blue highlight. The top is darker with some bars on it. The color of this thing in the water looks spectacular. So the 6th Sense replacement silicone skirts and bluegill fat flash. If you're trying to mimic bluegill, absolutely love that. I ended up going and ordering like 4 more packs because I only had one, and I'm like, I couldn't find it. It took forever to find the pack. But anyway, there it is finally. Now, the trailer on it, it's the Mayor. The Mayors, they hit it out of the park. Rapala did a great job on these. This is the green pumpkin disco or flash or something. I don't remember. I'll leave everything linked below, rod, reel, gear, all that, in case you want to go look at it. Links are over there. And if you ever do use the links, little comes back to me, so I appreciate that. But this is the 3-inch. Looks so good on there with the sparkle in the water. Was really surprised how much grass I had in that lake. I had tried a chatterbait, tried some other stuff, and it just kept getting choked up. So I'm like, listen, I'm going to put on a swim jig Thank goodness I did, because that changed the day. Now for the combo, you've seen this one. I just talked about this on some of my rod stuff. It's the Cashin, the Element Z2. Absolutely love this line of rods, like $130. They're, you know, more budget friendly, made in the USA Cashin rod. It's the 7-1 medium heavy, moderate fast, rated for lures 3/8 to 1 ounce. And this thing has been awesome. I've talked about it before. It's a perfect do-it-all. You know, the medium heavy, moderate fast, I talk about those. I ended up putting some shrink wrap stuff. I'll have to do like a video or a short showing this, but has completely changed the different rods. Dobbins, Cashin, you know, these ones that have this like exposed reel nut, I don't like it. Put this on there, complete dream to fish all day. The reel, the Daiwa Tatula Elite. Now this is obviously a more expensive reel. Don't need to go that crazy. Go with like the Tatula CT. That's like what, 140 I think now, something like that. But the combo feels excellent in hand. I was able to whip casts out there, no problem at all. That's the 7-to-1, 7.1 to 1 speed Tatula Elite. Great combo. And the big thing when you're fishing grass, people hate grass. A lot of people will completely steer clear of it. When I was out there, there were guys saying, man, I can't find anywhere without grass. This stinks. Listen, you got to adapt. Sometimes that's all you got to fish. So for me, going to that swim jig and looking at the outsides of spots that were different, you know, where the grass would kind of come out like this, farther than everything else, hitting around that. The spots where it was just all flat, one, you know, regular line, wasn't getting as many bites. It was when there was like little holes and little clumps where it deviated, where those fish could get in and out of. That was the deal for the day. Now, doesn't mean that's always going to be the thing. Sometimes when you have a hard wall, it's easier to fish, and I do great with like a fluke or jerk bait. You know, there's a number of things you could do there. But for me, that's how it was that day, looking for things that were just a little bit different in the grass and covering water. I mean, they were not stacked. It was, I had to keep moving up and down to find the fish. So it was a bit of a workout. Now, today's subscribe fishing friend. Hey, I pulled up a random one. It's my man, Jermaine. Go follow Jermaine, Mainstream Fishing. He has a YouTube channel as well. He said, the freak is my favorite color. This was my top 3 video that I just did for post-spawn bass. This video, Fishing Grass, was actually a couple weeks ago, so they were still spawning on beds and such. But he said the freak is his favorite color, caught his PB, his personal best. If you've not checked out the Spro Bronze Eye, just regular pointy nose frog in the freak color, it is awesome. I too love that color. But listen, that's enough for me. I've got more fishing videos planned. What are you all doing? Are you finally finding fish on beds, off beds? Where are you at? I don't know. It seems like I'm still finding them a little bit of everywhere, and we're almost to June. So anyway, that's enough for me. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. And until next time.